day one of the Disney Channel readathon. Red team is going to kill it and win. So this is one of several vlogs I'm going to be doing for the Disney Channel readathon. I'm doing a vlog for each one of the challenges. So I'm really excited. So I had full intentions of staying up till midnight last night and starting the alphabet goop challenge, but being pregnant, I just can't stay up as long as I usually do. So I am starting up. I just got up, as you can tell by my hair, but we're just gonna go with it. So the first challenge in the Disney Channel readathon is alphabet goop, where I had to do a random letter generator, and I got letter S. So my TBR has completely changed since my TBR video. Kind of went with like a different direction. So the book I'm gonna be reading is Let It, probably help if it's the right way, Let It Snow, and it's 3 holiday romances. It's by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Micro. So there's 3 different stories all along with this. It is a Netflix film, which I have not seen. I plan on watching that after I read the book. So I'm excited. The only thing I'm nervous about is I'm not a John Green fan, so I'm kind of dreading his part of the short story. But I am excited. Hopefully it'll be a quick read because they are like 3 separate stories, so like 3 different writing styles. It's like 300 something pages. So I pretty much have to read like 100 pages each day, which is really nerve-wracking. So plans for today, not much. Can't really go anywhere. Hopefully shower so I don't look like this hot mess this whole day of this vlog. But when I actually do some reading, I'll check in with you. So happy Disney Channel readathon day. So I figured I'd check in. I just took a shower and didn't do anything in my hair, so I started up. So that's kind of why I look like a hot mess. So what's new though? So I wanted to check in because I read the first story. I finished it in Let It Snow. This was Maureen Johnson's story, I believe. Yeah, Maureen Johnson. So I read a little bit when I was in line at Starbucks, and then I did the reading sprints for the kickoff of the readathon, and it's a really quick read. I mean, it's young adult, and there's a lot of white space in between the pages, so like it doesn't take long to read it. But it was okay. I mean, it's such a short story. It was 125 pages or 22 pages, so like not much can like obviously like really happen, and that like it went so fast. I'm confused a little bit on why certain characters were introduced, but there's a girl named Jubilee. She has to unexpectedly take a train down to her parents, and I'm not going to kind of go into why, but there is a really bad snowstorm, and the train like crashes or whatever, like it's a snowbank, and so like she gets off the train, goes to this waffle shop. She meets this guy there that also like his car went off the road or something. And she just like, she mows a pie for like 10 minutes. And he's like, oh, I'm going to walk back home. I live with my mom and my younger sister. And she just walks and goes home with him, like in the dark, and walks home with him. Like, to me, that just is like weird, like that someone would do that. And I just didn't like that. Like, it's just so unrealistic. And there's just other things I just don't like, where it's like, I'll put a spoiler alert right here, but he overhears, his name's Stanley, overhears Jubilee talking to her boyfriend over the phone, and he's like, he's an ass, like he doesn't deserve you, like from over the phone, and like he's gonna break up with you. And then like she talks to him, like the boyfriend, the next day or like late hours later, and she just breaks up with him, and then she's making out with Stanley. Just was really weird to me. Like it went so fast. I think part of it because it is so short, but at the same time, like it just was not like realistic, so I didn't love it. I mean, it was cute, but I didn't love it. So now I did read a couple pages into John Green's story, and I don't care for John Green, and already his story is rubbing me the wrong way. There is a group of, I think 3, because I think 2 guys and a girl are hanging out at a house. They're like snowed in. His parents were in Boston, maybe, I think, for like a doctor's thing, and like the boys are joking around saying like, oh, that's so gay and stuff. And I just like, I hate things like that, and I just think It's disgusting, like, and I just don't like that. But it's John Green, so it doesn't surprise me. But there's already like points off for me that he included that in his chapter so far. So John Green's is not long; it's less than 100 pages, and then I finish it off with Lauren Miracle's story. So I don't know if like all three of these stories will come together in the last one, or if like they're just completely separate. And if that's the case, then I'm really confused on why they introduced certain characters in the first story, because they made no relevance to the entire horror story. Also, in the first story, I don't like how they portrayed like this group of cheerleaders, and like our main character Jubilee was like super like hating on them, and she didn't even know them. But like they walk into this waffle shop and like ask to practice handstands. Like that just would never happen in real life, and it just pissed me off. So I guess I'm not loving it, but it is a quick read, which is nice. I was nervous going into this. I wasn't able to get it done. But like I said, I get most of my reading done at night when my son's sleeping, and I'm already on page 127. I flew through the first pages, and I have not read that long at all. I've read probably like an hour and a half of this. So not a great start. But I don't know what I'm doing for my letter challenge yet. I was thinking of drawing maybe an S in my bullet journal, Kirsten's Corner, something like this, and then make it like snowflakes with a snowman and make it like wintry with S's and different things. I don't know. We'll see, but I'll keep you updated. Hi everyone. So I figured I'd do a check-in to kind of end day 1, and I finished John Green's story, and I'm currently on page 236. Like I said before, it's a really quick read. John Green section. I don't even know where to start with it because it was so disgusting to me and pissed me off to no end. So the title of it says it all. It's called, hold on, I have to flip to it, A Cheer-tastic Christmas Miracle. So the stories all do connect, like they all have something to do with like some of the characters. So like the second one had nothing to do with like Jubilee and Stanley. It had to do with the cheerleaders. So at the restaurant, there's a group of, okay, I need to backtrack because I don't even know where to start with this. So there's a group of friends hanging out in the blizzard at someone's house. There's 2 guys and a girl. I honestly couldn't even tell you their names because I don't even care. And they get a phone call from their friend who works at the Waffle House that there is a group of cheerleaders and they need to get here right now because there's a couple other guys that work there that all called their other guy friends, and they're only letting in one group of guy friends so that the ratio of cheerleaders to guys is not over the top. Okay, right there, that pisses me off. So they decide to, and the girl tags along because she's friends with them, that they're going to go out in a terrible snowstorm to go to these cheerleaders. And throughout the entire section of this story, thank God it was less than 100 pages, it's pretty much about how they can't wait to get to the diner to hook up with them. And they're bringing Twister with them so that they can all be entangled with each other. But it's literally just about them wanting to have sex with these girls when they get there. Like at the beginning of this, it literally, oh my God, I'm trying to find it right now because it literally was so disgusting. Like this is how it started off. So he calls them and he says, let me be perfectly clear. There has been a cheer-tastic Christmas miracle at the Waffle House. I am looking at these girls right now. They are so hot that their hotness could melt the snow. Their hotness could cook the waffles. Their hotness will warm the places in my heart that have been so cold for so long, I've nearly forgotten they ever existed. A girl's voice, a voice as one cheery and sultry. Like the way they describe women, but like just, it was like literally they're on a quest to get here to hook up with these girls at the Waffle House. Like it was so disgusting. Then we had one guy calling another girl a slut. Like it was just so disgusting to me. And they keep saying the word asshat like throughout this entire section, and it just was disgusting. Like one was like, I can't wait to have her pom-poms like on her body or something. I was disgusted by this section and it was gross. So yeah, hated it, wasted my time. Thank God it was less than 100 pages. So now I'm on to the last section, and I can't wait for this to honestly be over with. And the last section is written by Lauren Miracle. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but now this deals with Jeb, who we met in the very first story, who was talking about like with his ex-girlfriend. They broke up, but we're hearing this from like, it's being told from his ex-girlfriend's perspective. And I don't like it already because she's wallowing about some guy, like, well, not some guy, Jeb, who they broke up, and she let it ruin her Christmas, and she's miserable, and she didn't go out. Like, I'm sorry, but a guy's happiness should not ruin, for one, your happiness, but two, your Christmas. Like, no. So this book has just aggravated me to no end. So I did take the time to watch the preview of Let It Snow on Netflix, and it seems like completely different. Like, even the characters, like, descriptions, like, seem so different than, like, what they are in the book. So my goal is to just get through this because I'm, like, totally over it. And then I will want to watch the Let It Snow version of this that inspired the show on Netflix. And then I want to kind of compare them and see if it's any better than this. But if it's as bad as this, like, I have no desire to watch it. But yeah, so I'm just going to read for a little bit more. I'm tired and I'm kind of over reading this. I'm just going to keep sucking through it because it is it is quick read. There's not much to it. I'll go to bed, and then I have lovely work tomorrow, and then I will update you at work. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of the Disney Channel Games Readathon. Hey loves, it is day 2 of the Disney Channel Readathons. We're still working on Alphabet Goop. So part of Alphabet Goop, or part of the Disney Channel Readathon, there's like a challenge, and you had to like use either like create a word with like book titles. You could like draw your letter. So I'm not an artist by any means, but I find like drawing, coloring like super relaxing. So I did this picture. I'll put it up here. So I did the letter S, obviously, and I made like a winter snow theme, obviously like letter S and snow, and also went with my book. So I just finished Let It Snow, and I'm really underwhelmed, and I'm really bummed because I was really excited to read this book, and it just didn't live up to what I was hoping, but at least it was a quick read. So the last story was by Lauren Miracle, or Miracle. I have no idea how I'm pronouncing it, so I apologize. I really couldn't even tell you what it's about because there's not much that happened. It's pretty much just about a girl who's really upset that her and her boyfriend are broken up. She had cheated on him, I believe. And it's pretty much about her being upset and then having to get her friend's pig, and then they get back together. Like, it's literally so anticlimactic. Nothing really happens, and it's pretty boring. So that was a bummer. I was hoping that it would all like be a little more exciting, but it was cool at the end. All of the main characters, like the couples that got together from each of the stories, come together at the end. So that was kind of neat. But yeah, so overall I think I'm gonna give this 2 stars. The first story, the one by Maureen Johnson, I didn't care for the beginning of it. I thought the rest of it was cute, but it was so short. I wish it was a little bit longer. John Green's section was, I just opened to it, was literally horrible, and I don't understand why it needs to even be written. And then the third part was just boring. Like, literally nothing happened the entire time, just about a girl feeling bad for herself. So kind of a disappointing start to the readathon, but at least I'm done with it, and I had till Wednesday at midnight to finish this, so I'll be able to just pick up another book. I'm kind of reading a side book, so when I finish prompts early, then I can kind of read that one. I'm doing a reread of a book, but I don't really know if I'm going to really be able to read it the other challenges, because this definitely was a quicker book, but I think my next book will take a little bit longer. So now that I'm done, my plan for the remainder of this vlog is I'm gonna watch the Netflix version of Let It Snow, and then I want to compare it and see if it's any better than the book. I only hope, because the story is so boring, they have to add, I feel like, something to it to make it a little bit exciting, especially the ending of the story. I'm just curious how they're going to do it, because this is 3 separate stories. So how are they going to I thought someone was coming into my classroom, so I got really nervous. How are they going to like intermingle all these stories and stuff? So I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes, but 2 star. But at least I check this off and I get my team the points. So I will check with you later once I start watching Let It Snow. day of I almost said Apple, Alphabet Goop. So as I said yesterday, I wanted to watch the Netflix version of Let It Snow and compare it to the book. So I have taken some notes. So while I was my first period planning, I finished the movie. I started it last night and just took some notes on kind of how I felt about it. So I guess we'll start with the negatives first, or not even the negatives, like the differences. So to me, the movie and the book is not even remotely the same. Like, if you read the book and then watched the movie, you would have to like second guess yourself if you're watching the same thing. So first thing is like the main story. So like there's still 3 main storylines, but Jubilee's story is prominent through, like the most prominent story, I would say, but it's not even remotely the same as the storyline in the book. Like, not even close. Like, her love story revolves around this like famous musician. He's like a teenage superstar singer, and she never is in love with another guy. Like, it's very, very odd. So he plays a really prominent role in this story. So yeah, like not even close. The characters' descriptions don't match their ones that are in the book. So like not even remotely close to them. So like if you had lined them up and told me to pick which character I thought was who, I would have no idea where to even start. In the story, there's this minor character, and he's like the tinfoil man, and he dresses up like all in tinfoil. But in the movie, it was the tinfoil woman. So to me, that was such an easy thing that you could have found a man. Like, I don't know why they switched it. Like, I don't understand. Like I said, Julie's storyline is so different, which I guess they had to do in some ways because, like I said, the story was kind of anticlimactic. But they could have at least maybe kept the same love interest in it. But like, it was so different. And then Keon, who was from John Green's, is supposed to be like a high school student, but he looks like a 20 or 30-year-old man. So like, to me, it was like, didn't fit it at all. The portrayal of Jeb is so odd. Like, I don't even know why he's in the movie. Like, it's so not needed. Like, but in the book, he plays like a really big role, and he's Native American, super sweet, and there's nothing like him. In the movie, he's an ass, and he's not Native American, so again, it makes the characters, but he's a jerk. And in the movie, he was not like, or in the book, he was not like that at all. So like, it wasn't even like the same character. Like, I don't even know why. It just, if you were to make him that different, then why add him into the movie? Weird. Okay. Things that I liked. So the girl that plays Angie, who's from the second story, the John Green story, is Kiernan Shipka. I probably said that wrong, but she's the one that plays Sabrina Spellman on the Netflix series, and I love her. So I was happy to see her in the movie, and she's a good actress, I think. So there is a sapphic relationship that they added into the movie that was not in the book, so that was kind of nice to see. Even though Jubilee's story is nothing like the one in the book, it's still my favorite storyline in the movie as well as it was in the book. Like, it was still cute, and I liked that one. And then there's a song that the famous musician guy that plays it, like, that's his song. Like, it's a Christmassy theme song. I liked the song that was in there. So honestly, the differences between the two are so largely, like, it's just amazing how different they are that I feel like it's hard to even compare them because it's not even like the same book and the same movie. So my kind of answer is, if you didn't like the book, then I would still give the movie a shot. Like, it's definitely not something I would probably go watch again, but it wasn't like painful watching it, where sometimes in the book it was painful to read the book, especially John Green's part. And again, if you read or watched the movie and didn't care for it, like, still give the book a try. Maybe you will like it. There are people that do really enjoy the book, because again, the movie and the book are so different. Like, I could literally make a whole video on the differences, but I'm not gonna do that, so I won't keep going on. But I mean, it was cute, and at the end of it all, I think I prefer the movie over the book. The movie definitely won for me, but it wasn't hard because I didn't like the book at all. But it was just an average, like, teenage thing. So all right, so I'm gonna end my vlog off here. I am nervous going into the next 3 days. It is Simon Says, so we had to do a recommendation, so check on the next vlog on what I'm reading. But it's definitely, I don't think, going to be as quickly as a read because it's an adult romance, not young adult. So it's definitely going to be reading. Like, it's just not going to go as fast. So hopefully I'll get it done in 3 days. But wait for that to come out to kind of see how it goes. So if you're new to my channel and you'd like to take this journey with me, please press that subscription button. If you whenever one of us make content, press that notification button. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to be friends on any of my other social media platform, all of that is posted in the description below. And yeah, so stay kind, loves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.